Hi everyone, my name is Milan Patel. I'm a product manager with IBM Security. In today's video, we're going to be covering how IBM Security Verify can be leveraged with OpenShift and any applications that use OpenShift either through building applications natively on OpenShift or using what we have as part of our Cloud Pak for Apps in building applications using OpenShift. Now, to give some perspective around this, OpenShift and Cloud Paks are the hybrid cloud platform for building applications. Cloud Paks are basically containerized pieces of software that run on top of OpenShift, which is a Kubernetes-based platform provided as part of deploying and running workloads across multiple clouds. As part of this robust security posture, IBM Security Verify is used to help then protect these applications as you build them and as you deploy them across any cloud through the model of a hybrid cloud platform built on top of OpenShift, leveraging Cloud Paks. As we walk through this scenario, the use case that we're going to be going through is enabling and simplifying an experience for developer, Jane in this scenario, to use IBM Security Verify to easily embed identity and access management capabilities without really having to write code to secure her applications in a consistent way. What we're going to be showing here is how Jane can do this in a cloud native Kubernetes based experience using custom resource definitions to automate the onboarding of an application and then use the capabilities provided by IBM Security Verify to protect her applications. As we go through this scenario, Jane's going to be basically creating her app, writing her app, testing her application, and then building her image. As we look at the experience enabled with IBM Security Verify, what Jane's going to be able to do is write her app, build it, and then based on the configurations and automation provided by IBM Security Verify, automatically onboard that application into IBM Security Verify to then provide the protection and access management capabilities that are needed without her having to spend a long period of time having to write code through the onerous process of embedding identity access management. Instead, she can use IBM Security Verify as an identity as a service to protect her applications. So let's go ahead and get this demo started. The first thing that I want to share here is IBM Security Verify. Just a quick overview. IBM Security Verify is an identity as a service that provides full end-to-end experiences for single sign-on, multi-factor, governance, and analytics associated with any type of application, IoT device, or API that wants to be protected. This provides the ability for organizations to not have to worry about the infrastructure, operations, and management associated with maintaining an IAM solution, but rather can use it out of the box and then embed and provide the experiences to the applications that are needed through common standards like OpenID Connect, SAML, and in cases where legacy token exchanges are needed, HTTP headers and others. What IBM Security Verify does, it gives a full set of configuration aspects of defining and creating users, managing groups, defining security policies, authentication factors such as QR code, mobile push, SMS, email, along with more advanced ones such as FIDO and QR code. These are all aspects that can be configured as part of the IBM Security Verify tenant. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be creating an API policy that allows us to provide the OpenID Connect metadata that's needed such that application onboarding becomes very easy just by a few copy and paste into YAML CRDs. So what we are going to do first is we're going to create a API client policy, and we're going to name it OpenShift. And we're going to enable a component that allows Jane to dynamically and automatically register her applications as they're deployed with IBM Security Verify. So we're going to enable that API. and we're going to save it. What this then enables is Jane to be able to take the client ID and secret associated with this API policy and use it in the context of automatically onboarding her applications. Now that we've done that, we're going to be then going into OpenShift. So one of the other benefits that IBM Security Verify provides is a single sign-on ability to not only access OpenShift, but access other resources that may be protected, in which IBM Security Verify can provide what we're calling platform identity access management. So notice all the applications that I as a developer may have access to. OpenShift is just one of those. So through logging in with IBM Security Verify, it can help protect and streamline the experiences needed across all applications or platforms that are needed through a single common launchpad. So I, as a developer, am now going to launch into OpenShift. And notice my OpenShift environment. It's got a lot of capabilities that I can see, such as cluster details. I can also see the activity, recent changes, cluster ID, and so on. One of the things that I'm going to do is my OpenShift environment currently already has an Open Liberty runtime enabled. So if I go into my custom resource definitions and I search on Liberty, I already have an Open Liberty instance running as part of my OpenShift cluster. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be creating a new instance of my Liberty application. In doing so, I'm going to find the resource definitions associated with my cluster, or associated with the image that I want to build. And I'm going to copy and paste that and paste it into the Liberty runtime. So as part of that, this is now going to create a custom resource definition that allows the developer, Jane, to define the discovery endpoint associated with their identity solution, which is IBM Security Verify. Notice that this is the discovery endpoint for my IBM Security Verify tenant. The next thing that I'm going to do as Jane is I'm going to then go into the secrets to then create the ability for identifying the API policy that I just created. So I'm going to be going into my YAML file, and with the recently created secret, I'm going to copy and paste that into this YAML file. But one of the things that I'll need to do is base64 encode it. And I will add that into the configuration. And I'm going to paste that into my CRD. I'm going to save that, and then I'm going to add this CRD into my OpenShift environment. I'm going to create that. So as that's being created, we can see that a few pods are being kicked off. in the application that I just created. And it's being kicked off here. And now you can see that application running. The other thing is you can now see that as I come into my applications, there is an application that is automatically onboarded into my Security Verify tenant. So this means that this application was dynamically registered with IBM Security Verify based on a few commands that were copy and pasted into the custom resource definition. So what I can do now is I can go into OpenShift. I can go find the service that I just created. I could pull up a browser, paste it in there. I can protect this application with identity access management. And because I have QR code enabled for my tenant, I can passwordlessly get my IBM Verify Authenticator app, scan a QR code, and authenticate into the application. And you can notice now that that application was automatically onboarded and protected by IBM Security Verify just through simple configurations through the YAML files. So to summarize what we had in this demo, we showcased how IBM Security Verify can protect the OpenShift platform itself. If you recall, as we were navigating into the OpenShift platform, we were able to do so by logging into IBM Security Verify to provide a single sign-on experience. We also showcased from an application standpoint how we can streamline protecting applications on top of OpenShift and doing that in a cloud-native experience that developers are used to. IBM Security Verify, regardless of wherever the OpenShift environments are deployed, can protect those applications deployed across multiple clouds, given the ability for IBM Security Verify to not only support OpenID Connect and SAML-based authentication flows for applications, but also legacy applications. It's the ability to use a single solution to help on that journey to cloud, as single sign-on experiences may be required to protect legacy applications. And the other thing to show and highlight here is IBM Security Verify not only provides the base access and identity access management and single sign-on, but it also provides a full 360-degree view of identity analytics associated with those applications and to be able to then enforce entitlements with identity governance. And this can be seen by logging into the IBM Security Verify portal. You can see all the logins associated with the tenant and applications that are registered to the tenant. You can have a time base of the last 30 days and custom fields associated with a period of time to get that level of analytics, and to then be able to see the report over time series while also being able to see how users are authenticating into various applications. So with that, IBM Security Verify, you can get started with a free trial. It can be used to protect all sorts of applications, and with some of the capabilities and experiences that we've developed, we've made it optimized to run with OpenShift and other cloud packs associated with building hybrid cloud applications. Thank you for listening, and thank you for taking the time.